What is up? What is up, guys? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cycle Inc. I am Mark with the mic, and I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What's up? Got to be here. Another good ass week of wrestling, man.
So we got a lot of things to cover. Money in the Bank pay-per-view. We'll have the review for you for today. We also got a lot of wrestling news. A lot of things going on within WWE and mainly WWE. Besides the loss of Vader.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. Big Van Vader.
One of the best big men in the game.
Yeah, one of the few over 300 pounders that could moonsault
and cartwheel, dude.
Yeah,
like I saw some of his earliest, early. I guess it was the first match between him and Stan. Was it Stan Hansen?
Yeah,
and he did a goddamn cartwheel, and I'm just like, what is going on? So much I missed. Unfortunate, so that he passed. I believe they said it was complications due to pneumonia, but he was very ill already.
Yeah. But he was still wrestling.
Really? I didn't know that.
He still wrestled. He still put on them moves. He's like, I'm going to do this until I die.
Well, you know what? Listen, if he was happy, then that's all that counts.
Yeah. So he still drew people.
Yeah, I mean, but he earned his reputation. Like,
he was one of the, what is it, the Ganjis?
What's that? You mean Gaijin? Oh, Gaijin.
Yeah. He's one of the few Gaijins that was IWGP champion.
Okay, so I looked it up. Apparently, he was IWGP champion 3 times?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
3 times, and then he also was the Pro Wrestling Noah's world champion as well.
Okay, now what federation was that?
Pro Wrestling Noah.
No, I mean, like, what country or what was that?
It's Japan also.
Okay, cool.
Gotcha. The Japanese, the two big company right now is New Japan Pro Wrestling, but Pro Wrestling Noah was also really big. At one point in time, it used to be the two big ones was All Pro Japan Wrestling, which is New Japan now.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
And then you also had Pro Wrestling Noah, which Pro Wrestling Noah used to lend their guys. They had a kind of a working relationship with WCW and shit like that.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of history right there, but he made a big name. Again, got big guys like that make a big name for themselves in Japan if they could hold them up their own.
And he definitely. I know one of the things he's remembered for is he's stiff as shit. Yep. And he's strong as hell.
Yeah.
But he put on a good show. And I'm legitimately kind of sad about his WWF run.
Yeah.
Because I remember the clip when he had that terrible match. I forgot who it was. I don't think it was Bret Hart, but it was somebody big. And he had a terrible match. And at the end, he walks out. It was Shawn Michaels. When the one he goes out in the camera and you can hear him say, "I'm a big piece of shit." And I was just like, why do you have to say that?
Yeah.
And I think that was just something that they probably wanted him to say, and it felt like they wanted to make him look bad because they didn't like him at a certain point. I don't know if he rubbed somebody the wrong way, because I know he was a dude that wouldn't hold his tongue. That's the other thing too.
I think it was against Kane, because Kane, I remember him hitting him with a wrench.
Okay.
Right in the head with a wrench. And then after that fight with Kane, he kind of left WWE.
All right. I really don't want to look it up because it's a sad thing to see.
Yeah.
But that was always the thing that stuck with me. And apparently he was a badass in WCW.
Yeah, he was a badass, but they always call him probably the biggest baby backstage in the ring.
Yeah, well, I keep hearing that nickname, Big Baby.
Yeah, because he complained about everything. He complained that he was because even Bret, I think, was in Wrestling in Shadows. You see Vader in the backstage, and Bret Hart always called him the Big Baby because he always complaining about someone hurting him, but he was stiff as shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, but rest in peace, Vader.
And you know what? This is one little known thing. There's a lot of caricatures of him in certain things, like Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
He was actually in the movie, the American adaptation. It was a terrible movie, but he was in the movie.
He was in Boy Meets World.
He was in Boy Meets World as Frankie the Bully's father.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
He came in twice.
And he was also in the Capcom wrestling game. Well, his likeness was used in the Capcom wrestling game, Saturday Night Slam Masters. There's a character called Alexander the Greater.
Yeah.
And is pretty much just Vader with feathers on.
Nice.
He has the helmet, and that's the first time I ever saw the helmet, which I thought was always sad because like that's part of his name, the Mastodon. He used to come out with the big ass, basically Mastodon mask that has steam and everything. I was like, geez, all right, that was awesome, but we didn't get that. So,
Rest in peace, Vader.
R.I.P. Big guy.
More news. Big Cass got released by WWE.
Listen, I think they were just looking for a way to get rid of his ass.
Yeah.
Forget about what he did. You can't tell me that he didn't suck.
Yeah.
He was just stiff. And I don't mean on the mic. I mean he was okay on the mic, but he was stiff. He had that Apollo Crews syndrome. We're gonna coin that phrase. That's ours. Mm-hmm. Nobody can take that. Where he just didn't look effective at anything that he did, and it's just like he constantly would do he felt like a person playing a wrestling game that would just knock you down once and then taunt.
Yeah,
that's what he constantly did, was just knock someone. Well, since he came back, he basically only fought Daniel Bryan, really.
And sadly, like that's the person you could have a great match with.
And you could see Daniel Bryan trying his ass off, like giving 100% in every match they had, and every time it was Big Cass's turn to start swinging, it was So, listen.
And then the lack of selling too. He didn't sell shit.
But he just looked awful doing it. Maybe he was selling and that was his best, and if that was, it was terrible.
Daniel Bryan kept going for his kneecap and he didn't do much. He kept just getting up and walking. Like not Nakamura.
Yeah.
Nakamura don't even get away with that.
Sell the knee, damn it. No,
he didn't sell anything, and the match wasn't. I'll give Bryan the credit for trying to make the match as good as he can.
I would say I give him way more credit than he deserves, because he could have hurt himself. He saw like the last pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. He dove off the top rope to the outside, and it was like he didn't need to do that.
No,
you know what I mean? And he put 120, 150, however many percents Daniel Bryan does. I don't think he ever stops. But like Big Cass is just it wasn't working.
So he got let go. There was a lot of backstage heat with him. Something involving Carmella, him grabbing her arm, and wrestlers actually had to stop.
I want to add to that. Did you know what I heard? I was listening to a Booker T video before we started it, and there was even no mention of that. And you know what's interesting? They mentioned that his politics also rubbed people the wrong way.
But yeah, him and Sami Zayn got into it quite a few times.
Yeah, they were saying that his Trump politics like legitimately got in the way, which is I find odd, because Linda is literally on his board.
But the funny shit is, I think the reason why is the fact that they don't associate with it, and like they really like in the backstage and they don't connect that together, because if not, they'll get looked at.
Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand that, but like, damn.
Yeah, but I heard he just got into a lot of things. He was in a doghouse already. He said a lot of bad things within that little segment he did with the midget.
I was about to bring that up. I was like, yeah, he already went off script, and he what do they call that? Improvised. He improvised.
Yeah.
And he asked to do something, and they told him no, and he did it anyway. It's like, damn, dude.
And then he got in trouble quite a few times. He actually got kicked off the tour bus as well because being drunk and.
Oh Lord, yeah. Just the rumors just piled up at the last second, but it's all like coming from people who was just, I guess, one by one, letting it slip that he was troubled the entire time. So. And
then the last one that really hit was during the Money in the Bank pay-per-view was the argument him and Carmella had.
I got you.
And they had they pulled him.
Yeah, he touched her or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there, but you know what I'm saying. But
and then
put hands on a lady.
Yeah, and a lot of guys pulled him to the side. Like I think it was Luke Harper, for whatever said was Luke Harper, Big E, and another big Eric Rowan kind of had to push him to the side and shit.
So again, you know, it just keeps coming up. He's troubled. He's troubled. So if he's troubled, he's got to go.
So yeah. So if All In wanted to make a easy cash cow in to what they have, they could easily just put in Big Cass versus Enzo Amore at All In.
They would get booed out. They would get booed out of the building.
I probably doubt it because you know what?
All right, go ahead.
As much as we didn't like Enzo as a wrestler, as a personality, he still was. He was gold. Like when he
opened his mouth, he was gold. Yes, but here's the thing. Hold on, bear with me. I think in the time span between the time that Enzo got cleared and him doing that video, which was like the same day, and then Big Cass, I think between that time span, they've probably already sullied like their fan reputation because a lot of people don't like that video, man.
But a lot of people like the second video he did.
Oh, he did another. Oh yeah. No, I didn't watch the second one. Now, did you watch it?
Yeah, it was better than the first, but it wasn't that great.
Oh no, damn. Okay.
But he does have a second video, and he is still popular. He still gets a lot of people a buzz around him, and the fact that they traded off he tweeted some crazy some messed up shit to Big Cass as well. So I could see them actually capitalizing.
He was insulting him.
Yeah.
What? Oh, so it's probably in character. Okay.
Probably not. It was a little personal, I think, because they already don't get along as it is. They kind of push each other away, and there was a big reason why is the fact that Big Cass hurt himself. He didn't finish the match. He had it he was bitching and crying and shit, and he called him out on that. He was bitching. He didn't finish the match. Like Triple H did the same thing, and he finished the match. And he did finish the match, but Big Cass didn't finish the match. He just walked away.
Oh, I got you.
So it was a lot of disrespect from that. But yeah, that happened. Another news, Sami Zayn is out to 2019 with 2 rotator cuffs surgeries.
Now, is that Bobby Lashley's fault?
I think it was just after a while of him and then him still wrestling because he was wrestling with 2 fucked up rotator cuffs.
Can I just blame Bobby Lashley?
Yeah, you can blame Bobby. I'm fine with that.
So, okay, cool. I blame Bobby Lashley.
I say his promo hurt Sami Zayn.
It hurt his soul. It weakened him enough.
It injured his rotator cuffs.
Fucking terrible.
Oh man. Before going into Money in the Bank, but going into just a little thing, Monday Night Raw, when Roman Reigns looks like a full superstar after your promo,
yeah,
that's amazing. Roman Reigns has come a long way, and he's a lot better on the mic as he used to be. He's more. You could tell he's saying what he wants to say more than them giving him lines, or he has a point to make, and I think they let him be. But going into that,
I dig it.
Yeah, but going into that, it was just hilarious. The fact that, oh man,
he's so stiff, but not even stiff. It's just like he seems like he's tone deaf. Yeah. Like he doesn't understand. Like there's supposed to be feeling behind these words coming out of his. I'm talking about Bobby Lashley. It's like these feelings. Like you're supposed to be angry. He just seems like he's just happy to be there. The whole he hasn't stopped smiling.
Yeah.
But he just turns into an angry face. But it's just the way he wrestles is like he still smiles. And come on, man.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be better than that, Bobby. You're supposed to be better than that. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's funny. But yeah, he made Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' promo was solid. His was everywhere. And even though that match can be good, I'm fine with Roman going over in that match because I don't like Bobby Lashley.
He hasn't proven anything to me yet, except that he looks good and he can hold you up for a suplex multiple times.
That's all he could do.
Yeah. I mean,
that's sad.
Yeah. Just another. He turns into just another big body. That's basically what he is now.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what he is right now. It's just another big body.
Okay, here's my thing. Before we move on, just it's amazing how I had the most hype for him going in, and the least for Ronda Rousey, and now this turnaround, like because of the way they're working with them, I have the complete opposite feeling. I'm like, all right, at least they're trying something different with one of them. This other one is literally just floundering. I mean, Bobby Lashley, like, I'm just completely down on him.
Yeah.
Like, because remember they came in around the same time, so it was like, two prospects, one male, one female. This one, not feeling him at all.
I have more problems though with Ronda Rousey too, so it's nothing.
Oh no, I'm just giving my take on it. Like, I feel bad.
All right, so let's go through Money in the Bank real fast, and then we go into the week of wrestling, and we can talk more about that. So kickoff match was SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I thought it was a solid tag match.
I didn't get to see it because they put on a no. I saw the end result on SmackDown when they showed the highlights, but I didn't get to actually see the match itself.
And they actually had a good match on SmackDown as well.
Yes, that was a good match.
Yeah, but their kickoff match should have been on the main card. I would have gave that match. I would have replaced that match with that whole Bobby Lashley Sami Zayn match.
Definitely.
Really good work between both guys. I like the tag moves and everything. They did a really good job selling this tag match, and Bludgeon Brothers stay as tag team champions. Side note, on Up Up Down Down, they're having a father-son Rocket League tournament, and the first round was Carl Anderson and his son versus Luke Harper and his son.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So it's funny is the fact that they just went right into that too.
Wait, who won?
I think it was Carl Anderson and his son.
Okay.
Then again, Big E took over for Luke Harper because I think he had to go.
Oh,
so
I got you.
So Luke Harper was like, "I'm your daddy now." No, Big E was
That's pretty funny.
I'm your second daddy.
Okay.
But yeah, I gave the match a 3.5. Like, it was a solid tag match. I wish they had more time, and I wish it was actually in the pay-per-view because I think it would have been more of a highlighted thing if it was on the pay-per-view.
I agree.
First match of the night was Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
Well, this was a stinker. It was literally, for me, watching one man give his all while the other one was just like, didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. It just seemed like, I only know how to punch and put my fist up in the air.
Yep.
That's it. And
not solid dancing.
Like, catch you with this shitty side slam. Just nothing good. Nothing good from Big Cass. I feel bad that Daniel Bryan had to take part in this. I give this match a 2.
2? I agree the same.
Yeah.
Looked like it was a one-sided match. Me giving a 2-star to Daniel Bryan. It was more the fact that Big Cass couldn't handle or couldn't work with him, and who can't work with Daniel Bryan?
I know.
So,
yeah, that was just embarrassing.
So seeing that match and what the outcome was afterwards, like, I understand a little bit more about the firing, as well as the fact that you're a big guy and you couldn't deliver.
Yeah, I agree. And he's had multiple chances. It's not like this is the first match he's had since he's come back.
Exactly. So that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move on to the next one. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Again, this was just a match that didn't have to really be on the card. They could have just finished this on Monday Night Raw. Sami Zayn, for just being a good heel in the match and really trying to sell him the best he can, he gets the star that I'm going to give this match. Other than that, this match was beauty.
Yeah, it was kind of poop. Shout outs to Sami Zayn catching him with a haluva kick like in the beginning of the match. Yeah. And the commentators didn't even call it, but he clearly did the kick and caught him in the head. I'm like, all right.
I guess he probably knew he wasn't going to get it in later. So let me get this in now. Screw it.
Exactly. Not at all. You know what would have been a better pay-per-view event if they did the obstacle course. If it was literally 40 seconds of Bobby Lashley running an obstacle course, Sami Zayn falling down and backing away, and then that would have been it. Because that was just a waste of both of their time.
Can I tell you, that's probably the best part of that whole rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, because, and I like that Sammy didn't go through with it. He just attacked him at the end. Because fuck pulling that tire. None of that shit was happening. I was like, yo, who's putting that tire back?
200 pounds?
Honestly.
Fuck that. Nah.
Exactly. Sammy's like, nope, I'm a heel, so I don't have to do none of that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I gave it a 1.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 for the boot. That's about it.
I gave it a 1 for Sammy's efforts. I gave it nothing else.
That's your boy.
But there wasn't much of because he just got suplexed for like half the match or whatever.
Exactly.
That was annoying. How many times are we gonna do the stalling fucking? We get it. You're strong. You don't have to sell it to me. I can see it in your body.
Are we still doing Sami Zayn as Vertigo as a real thing? Because
oh my god, I hope that's all. I had Vertigo so bad I had to leave. Like
yes.
But he's out for until early 2019 with 2 fucked up rotator cuffs.
That's a long time.
And he's said to get a really big push when he returns.
That's better. After this shit show we had to sit through.
They owe him a belt.
Yeah.
They don't owe him like the Into. They owe him the belt.
Yeah.
If anything.
Even if it's for a week, just give him the belt. So you can say that he won a Universal title.
Let him come back and Money in the Bank and win. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. And I want to heel Sammy. I like heel Sammy.
I like heel Sammy.
You know the best thing about the pay-per-view? Here we go. The match was 5 stars for when he came out. He just laid down the ramp. That was the best. There you go. Yeah. 5 stars.
Next match, Intercontinental Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Elias.
I actually liked the banter in the beginning too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was about to say that. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna say?
Go ahead, you start.
Oh no, I was like, that was already entertaining. The match itself was pretty good. Seth almost killed himself though. Yeah. Look, one of the rare times he misses a dive. Like he's 99% on that. This is like the 0.1.
Yeah.
Where you missed. Other than that, no, I was entertained. I kind of wanted Elias to win, but you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You got anything, Jeb? Star?
Yeah, I was hoping for at least a day. Like, you don't have to have him have a run. You could have just like, oh, Seth Rollins won it back the next night. Just to see him win it. Because every time he fights somebody big like Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, and I'm like, man, he's always so close to winning. I'm like, can he get one? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he has solid matches. Like, I walk with Elias. I don't know about you guys, but I walk with Elias. I get hyped when he comes on. You know who I'm like? I'm like Booker T. Damn, that boy's good. Damn, that boy's good. That song was clever and everything.
Look at him. He's jacked.
He's jacked. He's the next big thing. I promise you.
But you know what the thing is? I like him more than I've ever liked Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, fuck Honky Tonk.
And Honky Tonk was the IC champion that had a record for a long time. You know what? Fuck it. You could put the belt on Elias. He is infinitely more entertaining for me.
But okay, then again, he didn't have characters going like against him. Who was his biggest rivalry? Tito Santana?
No, wasn't it Ultimate Warrior? Yeah, it was Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, but he ain't shit. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you can look back at it. Yeah, he wasn't shit.
He wasn't. To me, like, the Intercontinental belt was like the workman's. Like, that's how you cut your teeth. And it's like, a good run on that makes you look good for the big title.
That's like, to me, that belt is Mr. Perfect's belt.
Yeah.
And he's a goddamn good wrestler.
He certainly was.
He was perfect.
Criminal that he didn't get the big belt. Criminal. To me, still.
Mm-hmm.
Can't give it to his son, though, just this once?
I feel bad because he left to WCW and just ended up floundering there and was like, ugh. You know?
They give the IC to his son.
Oh, how many times?
Right?
How many times has he been IC champ?
Twice.
Twice? Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. But look how memorable that was.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's not fair. I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching. Maybe I wasn't watching.
That's when he was with Paul Heyman.
Yes,
right.
I wasn't.
What was that 2 weeks? That 2 weeks he was with Paul?
No, he had it out for 3 months.
Was it that long?
Yeah, he beat Big E for the belt.
Wow.
See, I didn't even see that. I didn't know he had the belt.
I missed his run. Big E's first run.
Big E had a good IC run. He had a lot of solid matches.
And he had good matches. And then once it was like, did he even get like a rematch for to get it back? I don't even think he did.
No, he didn't because he went.
Straight.
I think he got. No, he actually did some other shit. It's just that he was just there. They wasn't really using him, and then that's the beginning of the New Day and stuff.
He was jobbing to Rusev at the time.
Yeah.
When Rusev was coming up as the big U.S. champ that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because after he lost the belt, he was losing to Rusev every week.
Yeah, because then they put him as a baby face because he was a heel as an IC champion.
Right.
Because he was with AJ Lee and Dolph Ziggler at the time.
Yeah, but he kind of became a people's champ too.
Yeah,
because people started cheering for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he actually a preacher? I don't remember that.
No,
that was a gimmick, right?
No,
that was a weird thing.
The way he promoted kind of like very strong and loud, but he didn't. He wasn't a preacher or anything.
Okay, cool.
Go back to the match.
He went to the Devon Dudley School of Talking.
Yeah. So Seth Rollins,
remember Deacon Batista?
Where you give the what review you give?
I would give that that match, the whole thing, I give it a 4.
4? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 for me too. It was a good match.
Like I said, I like the actual beginning part. So
I give it 3.5.
Okay.
I walk with Elias, so it's a 4.
I had problems with the match. I thought the match was slightly sloppy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucking dude almost.
I'm not gonna give credit to sloppiness in that sense. They're doing the big show. I don't. That's no excuse. Mm-hmm. Elias is good at times, but he could be very. He's one-dimensional in the ring. Mm-hmm. I don't see him. You could see the brain working, but it's not really there.
Okay.
And he does the same moves. He'll try to catch the same moves. He doesn't open his offense up, and that's my big problem with him.
But then again, let's be real. He's more of a character than
he's more of a character.
Like he's a wrestler. He's more of a brawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He doesn't do moves. You know what I mean?
I had Seth Rollins keeping the belt. I was kind of annoyed that he lost it on Monday Night Raw because I thought they should have kept him with the belt. But I see where they're going with Seth Rollins. I think he's going to be the one to take the belt from Lesnar.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that could also go into like heel run for Roman because Roman's jealous.
I don't see that just yet because with Seth, you got to keep him away from. That's the thing with Roman and Seth and all of them is that you got to keep them away from each other when you're trying to build their characters. You got to keep them away from each other because what fucks it up is the fact that Roman will get cheered when he's with Seth Rollins, and then he doesn't get cheered at all when he's by himself.
But they keep.
It was the same problem with. It was the same problems with Dean Ambrose.
You know what? They all need some type of Seth Rollins is the only one that I keep seeing have any type of long-term stability. Like until he got hurt, he was on a straight path. Like he was, champ and all that. Like legitimately. And then even after he came back from being hurt, he's kind of been. We had like that one moment. Remember, where even the commentators would say, "What's going on with Seth Rollins?" But then he kicked in the overdrive, and it's been like again. Straight path, winning belts, fans now chanting his new catchphrase or whatever. He's got new gear, new shirt. Like he's pretty much set. And then it's just Roman, dude. They don't know what to do with him. They don't want him don't want him in the position he's in, but like they won't give him the belt to run with it. They still on the Lesnar train.
The whole Lesnar thing has to end. I think that's the biggest problem right now. Even though, like, I understand, like, the whole shit, but then again, we got kind of spoiled of seeing a champion every single day. When back in the Attitude Era, so like that, we always saw the champions, like, part of things. But if you go back to the 80s, you go back to Hogan's era, you didn't see Hogan on Superstars at all. You didn't see him on the regular TV at all. You always saw him only on the paper.
This is true.
So, and this is kind of like how Lesnar is being booked as well, is the fact that he's only for the big fight. He's not there for the small fights. So that's how they're building him, but at least show up to pay-per-views.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, and that's the biggest.
And don't make rules and give special exemptions to them.
Yeah. But going into the Rollins and Elias, I give it a 3.5. Again, Seth Rollins as IC champion, I think was the best thing on Raw. He's been carrying the show, so hopefully the fact that Ziggler took the belt from him that Monday night, he runs with it with the same passion that Seth did. But I think they're gonna keep their rivalry going in Extreme Rules until SummerSlam.
If this turns into Ziggler versus McIntyre, then I'm fine. If this turns into McIntyre versus Seth Rollins, I'm fine. I just want to see talented people do some good shit, and all three of these dudes. Like I said, I've been watching a bunch of Drew Galloway, different name, same dude, but like seeing them, seeing the come up and him getting better. And I'm like, the dude's talented, but since he's been back, he's literally only been able to do 2 things, and both of them will kick a man in the head. Like that was it. Like we haven't gotten much of that guy that was the champ in NXT, even though it was short. We haven't got that much of him on the main roster. He's back. Let him work. That tag thing was a debacle. That was, I don't know whose idea it was to kick them out of there so fast.
It's funny. That's someone I could actually see beating Lesnar as well, because he's so much bigger than he is.
And here's the thing about going back and watching his stuff. He's worked against 90% of those dudes there after he got better.
Yeah.
So he's already gonna. It's almost guaranteed he's gonna give you some good matches with a majority of these guys, but he's right now stuck behind the Dolph Ziggler paywall.
Slow build. The slow build. That's fine.
No, just say I just want to let the monster out. Let him have a few matches. He didn't. Okay, here's one thing that pissed me off when they had that little confrontation with him and Braun Strowman. Yeah. They didn't even really get into it.
No.
Right.
And he actually pulled the, heated, like we about to do, like to throw down, and then he just turned around and walked away. I'm like, Jesus Christ! All right, fuckers.
I mean,
but
let's save it. I'll end it on
this. If this results in Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre for a type of championship situation in the future, I'm fine with that too. So,
all right, next match. The women's Money in the Bank match. You have Ember Moon, Lana, Natty, Charlotte, Becky, Sasha Banks, and Naomi, and Alexa Bliss.
I like the match very much.
I thought they did a great job of balancing the match. Just it wasn't as chaotic as the first one was.
Yeah, it was more focused. It was a lot of spots where it was just 2 people in the ring.
Yeah.
And doing a move with the ladder, which, I mean, listen, if you got to do it that way, so it's not a clusterfuck, fine. And although I got to say, number one, I thought Sasha Banks was fucked up for she got landed on a ladder. I don't know if any of you ever got hit with a ladder, like in the leg or a shin, but
I felt it. It hurts.
With a spine, on a spine like that to take a splash? Jeez.
My girl cringed. My girl cringed. Both times there was a ladder spot. The first 2 times. It's like, woof.
Mm-hmm. And two for me, Charlotte shimming and spearing Ember Moon under that ladder is hilarious.
Yeah.
And the fact that she tried to do it again after to somebody else made me just die. That was hilarious.
Like, Charlotte, you just gave yourself bad luck.
Right. Twice over at that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was quite fine with the winner. I had no problems with the winner.
Well, that was your prediction, wasn't it? Weren't you pulling for Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, I had Alexa or Becky. Those are I always go for Becky.
Yeah, I wanted Becky to win.
And I thought, you know what? After once she got the belt or the case, I was perfectly fine with it. The way she cashed in, I was perfectly fine with it. Mm-hmm. And the way she sold herself in the beginning of Raw, I was perfectly fine with it. Because she did everything that Nia Jax couldn't do with this rivalry.
You know what I want to know? Here's my question: is about Nia Jax in general. Was she delivering her own stuff, or was it written? Because her given a direction. Because I want to know who changed her character mid championship reign.
I was saying
for being the fan.
That was where she lost steam like super hard. She went from being an inspirational, Again, it's not necessarily for me. I get this women's championship and you want to have an inspirational thing to say to women. But the next week, she was a bully. What the fuck happened there? That's one of the most abrupt things I've ever seen in modern wrestling. Like that was just like, why are you beating up that poor jabroni girl? I don't get it. What's happening?
Right? Weren't you? Yeah, like
so
inspirational. I could wear this now, Nia Jax.
It's all right to be an inspiration, and you can pick on white women smaller than you too. All right, that's the message we get. It's like, come on. So yeah, I wasn't happy with that either.
I'll say between both because she couldn't really deliver for what she had to say, and then when she actually was in the ring and stuff like that, it was probably the writers that kind of put her as a babyface and heel, which didn't make sense. She pretty much became the female Big Show.
Oh yeah,
right.
You're right.
Oh my god.
Fuck, you hit the nail on the head with that one. I can't think of another champion in the Big Show.
No.
Such lackluster reigns.
And it should have never been. He was better as the Giant. Long. He was better as the Giant in WCW.
Once he lost his hair, it was over.
Yeah.
He was just a big baby.
I mean, we like the showster. Let's just put it that way.
He just wants to have fun. He just wants to have fun.
So, Alexa Bliss wins this Money in the Bank.
I gave it a 4. I was thoroughly entertained by what these girls did. Nobody bust their head open, which is great. Because there were some spots where I was like, okay, remember when, what was it, Charlotte left the ladder in the side?
Yeah.
And I was just like, somebody's going to get hit in the head by that. And it never came to pass. So I was like, good. But I was scared for a little bit. But I was entertained. And I'm happy with who won. So
I get it 4.
I also give it a 4. Yeah, I was entertained. It was definitely better than last year. Such an improvement. I think they saw it last year. Like, yeah, y'all can't do this shit on your own. Y'all gonna do this, this, and this. And I think this is how they're gonna structurally do it. It's always gonna look like this. Like next year is gonna look the same way. 2 women in the ring every like 6 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, that was good. I think they balanced it really well. And then when they added the multiple people, it wasn't a clusterfuck.
Right.
So I was fine with it. Yeah, good job. Alexa Bliss, Money in the Bank winner.
Yep.
Roman Reigns
I was
versus
happy for that.
Yeah, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Right off the bat, I wasn't really feeling this match, but it warmed my heart when the Singh brother got up the first time and pushed Roman Reigns into the post. That was the thing that turned the entire match for me. That was so dumb. And I was like, oh shit, it was perfectly executed because he got back in the chair before the ref saw him. I'm like, oh shit, he pulled it off. But the fact that they had to do it again was like, all right, you guys, you clearly don't know how to hold on to a good idea and let it just be a good idea once.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
they ran it out too soon.
3-5. I like the match but that was the only real highlight.
I
thought the match was solid. I thought it was a decent match. Besides the crowd being dicks.
The crowd was hammering it to him.
Yeah. Besides the crowd being dicks, it was actually a good match. They delivered for what they needed to do. It was pretty much a win for Roman Reigns. Pretty much, he didn't really need the win, but it is him getting momentum because they're building something for SummerSlam. And in that sense, Jinder Mahal gets better in the ring. Like I gotta give him credit. Like he's finding his niche in the ring a lot more. He's working better with a lot of people.
I would say he's the evolution that Elias needs, where he's a good character, not so great wrestler.
Yeah.
But Jinder Mahal I think he's a great character, but that was his weaker strong point. Yeah. And now his wrestling is like on a level where it's like, he can throw together entertaining matches with just about anybody now.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, like I said, this match, it wasn't special, but it definitely wasn't bad. But it was just like it for some reason it didn't do it for me.
Yeah, so I'll give it 2.5.
I give it a 3.5 too. It was pretty solid, and I kind of see your perspective, Jay Dizzle, about the crowd being dicks, because you feel like they didn't give it a chance. They were just like, fuck Roman, fuck this whole match.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought it was a beach ball situation, but it was
there probably was, but the thing of they don't care who he's in the ring with. It's always gonna be like, fuck Roman, fuck this match.
Okay.
Unless it's like Kevin Owens, and even then, or like Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe would purposely do rest holds just to fuck with the crowd. But that's the
Yeah,
difference between a
this
solid
is true.
dude and anybody else. You know, they'll
Mm,
use that. They'll use that heel shit and what the crowd's doing against them, and make them boo more by just doing more rest spots.
So next match is the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's Carmella versus Asuka.
I was thoroughly enjoyed by the match. I'm thankful they didn't have Carmella physically like try to match her or anything. It was literally just chicken shit, Carmella versus Asuka. And again, here's the thing some people don't seem to understand about the girls. I mean, when they're like a heel or something, the ones that we like, they have that ability to use their personality and their heelish moveset together to really be good. Like, so you don't have to be better than the other person. Like, in ring work wise, you can just be a better heel and just fucking be like, God damn it, shut up. Because every time Carmella screams, you just want to tell her to shut up. But like, I liked it. We knew the only way she could beat her was cheating.
Yeah.
So
right. Yeah, we all knew that.
Let's not be crazy and try to push her skill set to say, oh, she could really beat her. No, she had to cheat. And I like the way it was done, because even if you felt that it was Ellsworth under the mask, the reveal took so long and Asuka was stunned for so long. It was like, it really didn't matter who the hell it was.
Right.
So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.
4?
I like Carmella as a bad guy, as a heel champ. And I just, Asuka's Asuka.
I give it 3.5. Again, I didn't mind the ending. I saw what they did. Carmella tried to work with her as much as she could, but again, using the heel tactics actually helped in that sense. Ellsworth is back. I think it'll be fun with that character. Yeah, 3.5.
Also 3.5. Like, work with your flaws.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, she's not that. She's okay. She's not terrible as a wrestler, but in terms of skill, you knew you're not gonna be Asuka without some sort of cheating. And you know what? This was better than her doing like a roll up and beating Asuka, because that would have been annoying.
Yeah, true.
The fact that they used something like Ellsworth, which you kind of didn't think would happen, because he was released already. And left the company.
That's a good point. Was that there was no lead up to Ellsworth at all?
At all. So it was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
I kind of dug it. I was like, oh shit, he's back.
I
smiled. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh shit. There was no spoiler. Ellsworth scene at the building. Nothing, no goofy shit like that. Like, it was, we didn't know he had a contract or anything. He just came maybe for a 1 or 2 off.
Yep. So that was cool.
So it was good. Yeah, it was good. So I gave it a 3.5. The match was whatever, but it was about a good ending. It was at least a good ending.
Next match, the WWE Championship match: AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in the last man standing match.
I'll be very honest. I fell asleep.
Oh, really? I would say do what I did, because I can't. Again, these things are too long for me to watch them in one run.
Yeah.
Like, break it up and watch this by itself, because it was a long match.
It's true. And
I'm just gonna give it my score right off. I give it five screaming Nakamura's out of 5.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because this was just like, 1, he got his ass whooped, Shinsuke, but 2, he was a dick the entire time. Like, this entire match, watch the match. He was doing shit where he was like, this is clearly a good guy and a guy you pissed off. Like, right. I mean, a bad guy and a guy you pissed off. Shinsuke, the clear bad guy, but AJ Styles was doing shit that when they were kicking each other in the back, like, like it's like, okay, that's a mark of a good villain is that, oh yeah, your psychology is working. You got AJ pissed. So right. I just liked it. It's like everything came together. I think this is probably the best match they've had. Like, there was a lot of big spots. The match was long enough for them to work. They did most of they did pretty much everything they do. I love the fucking missed nut shot. Come on, dude. He fucking missed. And he made that face afterwards that like he got hurt. Oh,
yeah.
Come on. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like that match deserves to be watched by itself. Like that was a whole that was like art. That was a fucking movie right there. So that was the match of the night for me. That was
I agree. Like that was the match of this pay-per-view was this one. I actually really enjoyed it. The Nakamura's heel is fucking amazing.
Yes.
I wish they do more with him. I wish he gets his first belt on the main roster as heel. But the things he's doing and the way he's doing it is freaking great. His mannerisms in the ring, his facial expressions in the ring, he sells everything really well in that sense. He don't sell his leg, but he sells everything else.
No.
Never.
Don't do the legs. Don't do the legs. But he's the only one that could get away with it.
Yeah, because he gives you so much more. You know, like I give him that. He's not like a big cast that gives you shit and then doesn't sell.
That the freaking the finisher that he did off the
on the table. You mean off the? Oh yeah. On the splat.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a trivia thing. He did that to Ellsworth.
Yeah, he almost killed him.
No, that wasn't the one. The one in the ring. Oh, really?
No, he almost killed him because Ellsworth didn't put his head down.
No, that was the one in the ring. No,
it was the one out. No, it was the one outside the ring on the stairs.
So that means he almost killed himself twice.
Yeah,
because he's a dummy. But like,
he has no neck, so he couldn't.
Right, he ain't got no chin, so there's no buffer.
Oh my god! And they hit him with the no chin too when he came. Oh my god!
Yeah, man. Catching that style splash was kind of crazy. The freaking kicking the nuts in the end was hilarious. He just went straight like that.
But he sold it so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shinsuke's he has the best selling sound effects. This is like.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna watch it solo by itself because that was my mistake. Because I watched the pay-per-view twice, and both times, by the time I got to that match, I was tired. And I woke up at like the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta realize also these pay-per-views are a lot longer now because they're co-brand, so they're putting 4 hours I think into the pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm. So
that was hour 3, so that was rough.
Yeah,
and it was an hour itself. So imagine that. That's an endurance run right there.
Right.
So, I give that match. That was the match of the night.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Next match: Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax.
You want to go first?
I have problems with Nia Jax. My biggest thing is that how Alexa Bliss looked a lot more powerful than Nia Jax.
You're right.
The way she threw her into the pole or way she threw her into the table, like I thought that was like a 300-pounder flinging her. But Nia Jax is she looks so weak in the ring, and it bothers me now the fact that I see it and I clearly see it, and I see that she's supposed to be this big thing.
It's happening, and you see it. You see a slacking or whatever. Yeah. Something's not right.
Ronda's okay. She's getting better. She's finding her timing. She does the same exact shit over and over again, and then she does these judo flips that just look stupid. They look retarded, and they look like she gonna land on her neck or some shit.
She's gonna injure the wrong person one day with that flip.
Yeah, and that was my biggest problem with them. My highlight of this match was Alexa Bliss cashing in and beating everyone with the damn briefcase.
Yeah.
She beat everyone down with that briefcase, and I was happy.
Oh, I figured you would be. I was all up in it too.
Yeah,
I got hype.
One thing
my girl had an attitude, but fuck her. This is all about Alexa Bliss.
You know, one thing I give her credit. You know why I give her credit? She didn't do what everyone else does. She didn't come out with her theme. She didn't go like that. She snuck in and just beat everyone down with the briefcase. Fucking destroyed Ronda Rousey. Went back.
Make sure to hit Nia Jax in the arm again.
Hit her in the arm and in the head with the damn briefcase again. And then fucking DDT'd her and then did the Bliss thing on the top rope. And she took her belt back.
See, and I appreciate that she did the Twisted Bliss because you need a big move for a big person. Do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the match itself with Ronda and Nia Jax wasn't that great, but Alexa made the match a lot better. So I gave it a 3.5 because of Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
So you know what? For me, 3.5 with Alexa, a big old fat 1 without Alexa.
Yeah.
Because it's just at least the tag team match had Stephanie and Triple H selling ridiculously.
Yeah.
Kurt just being there looking like Homer Simpson in a onesie.
Yeah.
Similar.
Cannot
But
unsee that.
other than that, it still makes me laugh. But
I would give it a 3.5, but that was even without, because I actually liked Ronda Rousey's evolution, but like Nia Jax was the thing holding that match back. But I do like that she got to flip her fat ass. I don't want to say that because she's being slow and just like lethargic, and I think she probably needs to stop wrestling for a while, which I think is like, okay, I think that's why they're playing her as hurt, because she's slowed down since WrestleMania. I think was like the 2 matches she had with Asuka. What was it, Asuka prior to that? Before they split them up. Yeah, before they split them up, was like the downfall of Nia Jax, like wrestling wise. Like promo wise, she's whatever, and it was okay up until that whole WrestleMania thing for me. But before the brand split, I could see that the quality of her fucking moveset just dipping. Dipping. And it was like,
got lazy.
It seems like it, or either that or something's going on. And you know what? You can feel like a jerk later when you find out what it is, but it's just like, it just doesn't seem good.
Yeah, it was
not befitting of a champion. No. So, but again, like I feel the opposite of Ronda Rousey, like I do with Shayna Baszler. Was like, you're already established there. You got a belt, and I feel like this lady that's getting the more exposure, she's actually doing better, like in ring than she is. So I'm like, I wish it was fucking reversed. I wish they took, well, not even reverse. I wish they just took Shayna Baszler off of NXT and put Ronda Rousey down there, because I feel like she's gonna develop better. Because she's all this is again, they pin it like this is #1 singles match with the champ, and even though, like we said, champ's not doing the greatest work she could do, I feel like Ronda Rousey did it way better than she should have did. And Alexa Bliss was the icing on the cake for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I say 3.5. It wasn't the greatest match, no, but like it wasn't like a shit show. Definitely wasn't. But Nia Jax, she needs to slow the fuck down. Like if it's family life that got her fucked up, take time off. If she's hurt and whatever, take time. Because like again, she's not Sami Zayn. We found out Sami Zayn was wrestling with hurt. And he's still busting his ass and doing shit crazy. So you're not busting your ass doing shit crazy. Take the time.
Right.
So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Main event, Money in the Bank men's match, which featured The Miz, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Rusev, Bobby Roode, which I kind of forgot that he was in it, and the New Day picked Kofi Kingston, which I said he's gonna be picked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xavier Woods came in with the mean misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
What do he have? Like he had Kofi painted on his chest.
Yes.
In orange paint.
and Kevin Owens, which Kevin Owens took the poor Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody listened to him. He was trying so hard. He was trying to warn them.
Yeah.
Also, that whole scene with the pancakes, and then somebody pointed out Xavier Woods counting the pancakes.
Yeah.
Like they were money. That shit had me dying. Like that's a professional right there, using every second to do something. Like, fuck it, just come on, dude. When is it off? It's never off.
Right, it's a testament to his skill.
Mm-hmm.
Match was fun. Very good Money in the Bank match. A lot of good high spots. Kevin Owens taking probably the biggest bump of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Kevin Owens.
Hey, I woke up for this match. This match woke me up.
Yeah. Seeing coup de grace from the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bobby Roode just being a victim in the whole match.
Yeah, Bobby Roode. I completely forgot that Bobby Roode was in the match. Like that's how much he did in that match. Is like he just took moves. He wasn't really in there.
He was like EC3 in the NXT ladder match. He was just a body to get smashed.
Yeah,
that's it.
So
it was fun seeing these guys in the ring. Braun Strowman taking the win. What?
I wasn't even mad. I wanted Joe, but fuck it.
Yeah.
I was dying for Joe to win that.
Where you get this? You know, I see Raw needed the winners more than SmackDown does, so I'm fine with the Raw being the one to get the Money in the Bank. Because I see SmackDown doesn't really need it because they're already working their championship spots right now, as we'll talk about in a few. But Raw needs it. Raw needs every fucking loophole they can to make that show better.
This is true.
So,
you need a Monster in the Bank to distract the fact that Brock Lesnar's not there.
Yeah.
And you need Alexa Bliss to cover up the fact that Nia Jax just wasn't doing it. So.
There you go. So, yeah, I'll give this match a 4.
I give it a 4.5, and I'll tell you why. Because Kevin Owens is hilarious. And him being thrown off that thing. And because you can hear him the whole time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love the part when they bury Braun Strowman. Like that's the thing I like that they can do to him. They can treat him like Super Shredder. You can knock the pier on top of him and it's fine. He'll come back later, but you can knock the pier on top of him. Yeah. I like that fact. I liked the coup de grace from the top. Again, he didn't come out as demon, and he didn't win, which kind of makes me sad about Finn Balor. Joe was whooping everybody's ass, which was kind of like you had just little moments in the match that I was like, all right, it made me appreciate it just a little bit more than a woman's because that whole Kevin Owens part was hilarious. I thought. Yeah. So I give it a 4 or 5, but like that was entertaining as hell for me.
Yeah.
What do you give it, Jeff? I give it a 5. I was entertained thoroughly throughout the whole thing. I'm a fan of practically everybody in this match.
Yeah.
So I would have been happy with whoever. But I agreed that I think somebody from Raw was going to win. It was just who. And I thought it was either going to be Braun or The Miz, to be honest. Like, that's who I thought was going to win. But I was really pulling for Joe. Really, I want to see him win.
Yeah, before he gets hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's the reason why they're not pushing him right way. They're trying to see how long he lasts within this time.
Because he's gotten injured every 3 months. It feels like
and he hasn't been consistent in that sense, so he needs to stay healthy.
It's too bad because his matches have been good.
Yeah, which I think he's going to be fighting Daniel Bryan next,
which would be dope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that rivalry at all, and I want to get to that gauntlet match when we get to it.
Yeah, so Monday Night Raw was, I'll say the highlight of Monday Night Raw was Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler.
I was surprised. I was shocked that he won.
Then
I could say
Alexa Bliss promo. I think the Alexa Bliss promo was great.
Yeah,
I also agree. I like her jacket with the spikes on it.
Yeah. And this also shows that Ronda Rousey needs to learn how to do moves because she fucked up on that powerbomb that almost could have hurt Alexa Bliss.
I don't know why why are you doing power moves anyway? I don't like that from anybody. If that's not your thing.
She punches terrible.
Yeah.
She can't punch for shit. She needs to really
She looks
like
she needs to have a quote unquote work punch because she looks like Shane.
I was just gonna say who has the worst. Yeah, I was gonna say who had the worst punch.
Yeah, she looks a little bit like Shane.
Shane's punch is better than her. At least Shane looks like it hurts. Hers just like a slow punch. Like,
well, she punches men. She punches men better than she punches women.
True. But you see how you guys hate her punch?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel when Naomi does those multiple kicks.
Oh Lord! And she did that at Money in the Bank, and it was like, no,
dog. That cringe
SmackDown
and that hate that you guys just had a few minutes ago is me every time she does it.
Yeah.
She
did it to Ember Moon. She did it to Ember Moon during the Money in the Bank, and it was terrible.
Why, sister? Why?
Yeah, no bueno.
But yeah, that was a couple of highlights. But again, yeah, Ronda Rousey had to be better. She needs.
I do like that she beat the shit out of everybody though. Again,
yeah, I was just like,
I like that she fucking. I like that there's one person, but that's supposed to be the Brock role, but he's not there. So just fuck shit up.
So like, pretty much the other UFC person give the Brock role to her.
Yeah, because he sucks. He's not there.
He's not. She's about to be the same thing.
Like he could.
Pretty much is the same thing as Lesnar.
I hope not. Jeez.
She is going to be the same thing as Lesnar. She's not going to be there for a month because she has other things.
Yeah, she's suspended because she's going to be in a movie or something.
You know what? She got suspended for each person she hit.
You know what? I'm just glad they. I'm glad she got the flip to hit Kurt Angle like that.
Yeah, I did too. That shit made me laugh.
And then what bothered me also, well, you're supposed to be my friend.
Oh God, I
don't. Like, what's the matter with you?
He looks like a battered husband. I'm like, oh,
yeah. Poor Kurt has to talk to the cops.
It's like again, he just looks like Homer Simpson, just in a bad situation, just turns into Homer Simpson.
I do like the close-up. I like Baron Corbin's character right now.
He looks like a mini boss. I'll put that out there on our Twitter. It was just like, yo, why Baron Corbin looks like a fucking boss from Streets of Rage?
Yeah, but I don't like the fact that he's dressing like Kane in the matches.
No, you know what? That was my highlight. That was my highlight.
I was kind of annoyed. I was a little annoyed. It's like, yo, take that shirt off, B.
No, for that I forgot about that match. That was my highlight of Raw. That match was was fun. Baron Corbin was really good, and he was on fucking fire, and he won.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
That was a really good match, and then I guess we got and the B team's promo with making fun of Broken Hardy and Wyatt was pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
Are they still champion?
Yeah.
Fucking A, because they haven't been on the 90-minute Raw in a while. So
they haven't really had much.
That's right. And I'm like, yo, last week I was like, yo, who's got the tag team title? Like, I really didn't know, honestly. Yeah. That's how much is not shown.
It just made me remember something. One of the matches I saw was Drew Galloway versus Broken Matt Hardy. And that was an amazing. He bit his finger, dude.
Wow.
He blooded his mouth. I'm not sure if that was real, but that was funny. But they had this crazy match. It was inside of a church that had fans in it.
Yeah,
and it was like ECW. Like they went through the crowd. Like it was crazy. But anyway, this shit should be going on. Matt Hardy should be fighting in churches or something, broken sanctuaries or whatever you want to call them.
But they're rivaling the B team, which I'm actually digging it because it's finally giving both Dallas and both Dallas a little push.
Mm-hmm.
I like both Dallas.
Yeah, wasn't he dressed up as his brother?
Yeah,
that was the whole. That was the.
He did it great.
Yeah, he did an impression of him and everything. Yeah.
SmackDown, on the other hand, SmackDown was another great show. We had the
reintroduction.
No, let's hit itself.
No, I was gonna bring up the. Well, that was like the last thing that happened, right?
Yeah.
Like we had Carmella reintroduce the Turtle.
Yes.
Back into the roster. Well, we had oh God, I guess we had to have somebody acknowledge the match he had. But did you notice the promo with Daniel Bryan? He didn't say Big Cass.
Yeah,
that was the thing I noticed because the news that he was gone was before I saw SmackDown. So I don't even. No, didn't they say that he was gone that day? Not even.
No, Wednesday. I think Wednesday.
No, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Oh, it Tuesday?
It was before SmackDown. Yeah,
it was before SmackDown.
I think he got let go on Monday.
Yeah, that's what. It said something about being on a house show, and then he was gone before they taped SmackDown. So there was no mention of his name. I was like, that was interesting. He had that because Daniel Bryan had an interview with Renee Young.
Right.
Didn't Shinsuke? Oh yeah, they got out. She tried to get some information out of Shinsuke.
Yeah,
and he was all pissy again, just being a really good character, the entire time, just being a dick.
Yeah.
Again, just being head and shoulders above most of the heels in the shows now. But I realized that's why SmackDown is so good. They're all over there.
Yeah,
right. All the really good heels on SmackDown, except Kevin Owens. But Miz is there, Shinsuke is there, Carmella's good. Now she has the Turtle Man back. The Riot Squad is Riot Squad had a match too.
The Monday Night Raw.
Oh, they did have. Yeah. Okay. See, we're missing stuff.
I'm just pointing out the highlights. I'm not going to talk about the whole show because it's just too long to go through the whole show. So I'm
no. I forget that like I see the abridged version. And I don't get to see the whole thing. So my highlights are different. So
yeah, mine's too.
But SmackDown is not the same. SmackDown's not the same. We see the same shit.
I did like the tag match between the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Good Brothers.
Good Brothers.
That was actually a really solid tag match.
They had time.
Yeah.
Very good tag match. The only thing that hurts it is the commercials because if you don't watch it on TV, you don't see what happens in between. I actually see what happens in between because they have the little box of the match still going while the commercials are going.
The commercials playing. Yes.
Yeah, they have that for SmackDown. So if you watch it on the Hulu, you don't see that parts of the match. You just see it go from commercial break.
They pick and choose that though, because there was one with Charlotte.
Yeah,
was in a match, and they kind of did that on Hulu.
Yeah,
like they
okay, so those are random.
They're random because they promoted Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Oh.
And then Charlotte was fighting somebody, and it was still going.
Okay.
Square.
Becky,
now,
Becky.
On the TV though, even through the regular commercials, it's actually still going.
Right.
Yeah, so you see the extra stuff.
So they don't pick and choose on TV. You get the fight. You get the match no matter what.
Yeah, depending on what service you're using on TV.
Ah, okay.
There you go. Cool, so I guess for us, it's like we either get it or we don't.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right. Still had a good match.
Also, the Amazing Gauntlet match we got.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie and Daniel Bryan was fucking amazing.
That was great.
That I was all in on that fucking match. I was gonna message you too, but I saw that at a weird hour.
He's ready. Like, I'm just saying it. He's ready.
Good.
So
where his gold at? He's ready.
That's it.
You had Daniel Bryan. He eliminated 3 people.
2 people. He eliminated Big E.
Yeah.
And then he had the count out with Samoa Joe.
Oh, okay. So
Samoa Joe with that ass, dude.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, like he hamburgered his chest, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't really have a fight because he was worn out after Big E. But like, yeah, he got the mean beat down.
Trouble too.
Oh really?
Bryan got in trouble for doing that diving headbutt.
Oh, say word.
That was weird, right? Because they say he wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Really?
But I was surprised too. I was like, "Oh shit, he's doing that."
I think he did it because he knew he was gonna miss it, but the way he caught himself was bad as well.
I think he did it because he saw Lars Sullivan do it on Saturday, and he got hyped. He was like, "Fuck it,
yo, I could still do it." Watch,
sir. You
can't tell me shit. I was the GM of SmackDown. He had all these things in his head.
Nah,
dude, you're a performer.
Wow, I didn't know that.
No say.
That's crazy. Oh man.
But yeah.
Well, he got the beat down, and then the Miz happened to capitalize, which was great. Yeah. A great story moment.
With the Bludgeon Brothers coming in to fuck up Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention the tension before they even fought.
Yeah. So that was before their match.
That was weird.
Can you? I couldn't have been the only one who I thought they wanted him to join though, because he had a beard.
I thought so too.
We're beard brothers.
That's what I thought. I shit you not. I thought they were like beard respect.
Right? If they'd like stroke their beard real hard, real quick, like that.
Mm-hmm.
They just did it to each other and then kept on walking.
Yeah. Apparently not.
And then Miz fought Rusev.
Yes.
In the ending.
You know what? Here's one thing I keep forgetting to bring up. You know, Rusev really is the incarnation of Zangief, and beyond the way he looks. And some of the other stuff that he does, you know what he really has that Zangief actually has that nobody pays attention to?
What?
The Mosca kick is literally Zangief's standing hard kick.
Yeah.
It's the same move. Especially the way he does his kick. Yeah.
It's totally the fierce kick. Wow,
and
you're right.
Like,
and as a player of Zangief, I can co-sign what you said.
And legitimately, when Zangief hits you, he has the same reaction where his legs sticks in midair and then he waits a second before he brings it down.
Yeah.
Like wait a second.
Okay, I have a question. Which one do you watch? Up, up, down, down?
I watch.
I don't really watch.
We both watching.
Does Rusev pick Zangief in Street
Fighter
Five?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, he big Zangief.
Good. Well,
so
now I see.
So we got Rusev winning the gauntlet match.
I was so happy that Handsome Rusev.
Handsome
that's right, is back. I'm back on the show, so that's back on the show. Handsome Rusev is back. I'm
Extreme
hyped.
Rules main event: AJ Styles versus Rusev for WWE Championship.
I'm at least guaranteed a good match, whether or not he wins.
Yeah,
they've already shown
fine
me.
with. You know what? I'm fine with AJ holding the belt, but at least build these guys up so they could be contenders for that belt as well.
Right.
But I don't see Rusev taking the belt, but I see AJ. I see AJ holding it to at least SummerSlam.
Yeah, I see that. Also, but do you know if champs can't have their rematches on a regular show, like Seth Rollins? So okay, yeah. I mean, how you feel about that though? Anybody having a rematch clause?
I don't care about the rematch clause. It's more the fact that I don't want AJ to drop the title to just get it right back. If you're gonna give Rusev a chance with the title, give him a run. If you're not gonna give him the run, don't do that because it's not right. You gotta let the guy build his character. So if Rusev takes the belt, at least give him at least a good 3 months. Give him 3 months, defend the title, show that he's the WWE champion kind of thing. If you're just gonna have him win it and then lose it the next night, no.
I wish he was in the back when they gave Sasha Banks the belt. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. I had the same problem with Sasha Banks. She actually had one decent run, but it was to a pay-per-view. Once she lost the pay-per-view, and then she kept losing in the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You have to I understand WWE is not like New Japan. You're not gonna have 2-year runs with a belt. You're not gonna have that unless Lesnar right now. But you know what?
Won't be on the show. You just won't be on the show.
Lesnar though, he just doesn't show up. I think that's the thing with him is the fact that CM Punk had the 434 days, but he had about 20-something matches defending that belt.
Yeah.
Lesnar had less than 15.
Now, here's my question to you about that. Is it true that they're trying to erase CM Punk, or he's trying to beat him and Bruno or something like that, and just
he's not beating Bruno.
And Bruno's is how many?
Bruno's days.
Okay, so that's what, like 4 years time?
7 years.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not versed.
He had it for 7 years. He's legit the longest reign.
Oh, okay, I got you. So they won't do that.
They can't.
They really want to get rid of CM Punk.
Yeah, so they got rid of CM. See, he already broke it.
Oh, he's legitimately he broke it already. But not with the title defenses thing. That's what you're saying.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Other thing that happened on SmackDown, Sanity debuted.
Yeah, and they didn't have a match. They just beat him down.
That's fine.
Whatever, man. See, Usos can't talk that shit to everybody.
Yeah.
Especially when they have a giant Irishman. Yeah, you can't talk that shit.
SmackDown again, amazing show. 205 Live has some highlighted matches.
Oh my god, that 3-way match.
I had problems with that 3-way match.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but it was still. I still really enjoyed it.
Wait, which 3-way match?
Tommy, Mustafa Ali, and Buddy Murphy.
Oh, okay.
Match was okay. Like my big problem is you have two guys that have great chemistry, and then you have one that throws off the chemistry.
Yeah, it was just like. But you know what the thing I liked with that match was with him was that he got to be just on the side. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for the really good stuff, like when Mustafa that crazy DDT to the outside, and also countered like how you counter a dude with the Spanish fly like that. Also, Buddy Murphy's arm had me dying because you can see it put his arm like this. They showed it in the replay. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try to cover up for their mistakes. I saw that. He just hugged him it was like a magnet. Yeah. But again, like it was an awesome maneuver. Like there was a lot of good shit in the match, but I see your point.
Yeah,
I wouldn't rate this the best out of their matches, but like for 205 Live that week, it entertained me. It was good.
Yeah, it was entertaining. NXT was pretty much the house show. It was the beginning of NXT Brooklyn, so you saw Bianca Belair, and you also saw the Mighty versus
with their bad guy gear.
Yeah,
complete now.
I was done when they were 6'1". I've hated them from the jump, B.
Yeah.
I was like, don't give them no play. They're not even. They're okay.
I can see their skill level when they wrestle, but they don't captivate me with their words.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that's the separation for me for them with those two.
I think
never win champ. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think Bianca Belair match was fine with Dakota Kai.
Oh, I like that match.
But the War Raiders and the Mighty was okay. I didn't care. I didn't think it was that.
I just like how hyped the War Raiders can stay during the match.
Yeah.
They can keep that sustained shit going. Like, it's kind of what Authors of Pain were missing for me.
Yeah.
Is that you got these two giant men who are supremely talented, but it's just like at some point during an Authors of Pain match, you hit that slump.
Yeah.
And it's just like all the wing is taken out of the match, or you just like you see them fuck up too much or something. But like War Raiders is like all the way through, even when they get beat up, they can still manage to like. That other big dude is amazing with the cartwheels through the clothesline,
bro.
Like,
cartwheels.
He gets that leg when he did the leg drop, their finisher. To see him put that leg parallel, I'm like, that dude gets that leg up there. Like, holy shit!
Like, I can't do that with my leg right now. I got too much belly to put my leg that high up. His belly's bigger than mine, mind you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, but like I'm feeling them as a team. So. Them beating up somebody, it's okay. It's okay.
Especially if it's the Mighty. Because fuck them, that's why.
Oh, shit.
All right, so that's our review. Money in the Bank, our weekly review. I guess we'll wrap it up now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, we didn't give a score for the pay-per-view as a whole. What would you give it? I'll give it a 4.
3.5.
Okay. For me, it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near Takeover, but like,
nope.
It was definitely one of the better main roster pay-per-views this year.
Yeah,
so far.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 for me too. Definitely wasn't beating Takeover.
I stopped comparing between Takeover.
And
me too.
Takeover
me too.
Controlled differently.
And we're going to the next one, which I'm so hyped about.
Yes, which I think
I'm very looking forward to the build up for all of these matches.
Yeah.
Because like last year I was all in. I'm usually all in anyway on NXT, but I get really invested if I'm going. And I'm going to see all these rivalries either end or start or develop. So I'm excited personally.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One thing that's rumored is going to be Gargano versus Ciampa versus Alex Black for the NXT.
Is that what it's going to be?
I think that's where it's going to go.
That's not fair. Hey.
Nah, they're going to do a part 3. Yeah, it's a rubber match.
No. I mean, even if they do it, that's not fair. What did Aleister Black do to deserve that?
Right, that's true.
He won the match. That's what he did.
You're right. I can't even argue that.
Tommaso Ciampa put up, I think it was the first boss fight in God of War.
Yeah.
Saying that Alex Black, your neck.
I did retweet that. Yep.
Because he did look like Alex Black.
Nah, but Gargano's going to come out next week talking about, B, we got to finish this rivalry. You got one, I got one, and watch the
and then Aleister Black is going to be like, you know what? I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck both of you up.
No, and then Ciampa pulls out a gun, and then he shoots Johnny Gargano.
It's really over.
It just gets dark.
No, he doesn't kill him. He just shoots him in the leg. That's it. It's like, you're not wrestling. No.
That's crazy. That's taking a storyline way too far.
That would be
take a bullet. You're taking a bullet for the storyline.
I would say that would be amazing because it's not lethal, and it's like what's the law about shooting somebody in the leg? Like it's not attempted manslaughter if you shoot him in the leg, right?
Right, under the knee.
Under the knee, yeah. You shoot him in the fucking shin.
Yeah.
He's like, you ain't wrestling. Nobody.
It could be a blank. He's out for 8 months. And it's like Johnny Wrestling's back, but does he have a hole in his foot like Jesus? We'll see at Takeover, whatever.
Christ, Morrow. Yeah. That's dark, Morrow. Damn. Where'd you go? They said he was
only Morrow could sell that type of fucking promo.
Yeah, only he could. Also, Vic was pretty good. Vic was all right. But yeah, he just shoots him in the shin. Pow. with a little. What's the little one? A little 44.
Yeah.
The tiny little you pull out of his boot and shoots him in the ankle. Oh shit!
No, isn't that 22?
Oh, it's a 22. Yeah, because the 44 is bigger than a 38. 38
All right.
Put you out of commission.
So it's a 22.
Oops.
It's one of them little girly joints. The one
Yep.
Jasmine Guy had in Harlem Nights.
Harlem
dating
Nights?
myself.
No, it wasn't.
Myself.
Wait, it wasn't Jasmine Guy. It was the other lady. It was the big lady.
No, it was Jasmine
My
Guy.
pinky toe.
Oh no, that too.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about. Remember, they were hiding the gun under the pillow. It was one of them small.
Oh yeah! Wow, ladies would just love that. All right, listen, I got you.
Alrighty.
Let's wrap this up. This is Wrestling Babble podcast. Check us out every week. We have a new podcast for you guys. Check us out on all our social medias, the Wrestling Babble Facebook page, when we're very active on pay-per-view nights. Check us out on Red Second Link on everything from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WordPress, YouTube, Tumblr.
Shout out to Jay Dizzle for always putting those polls up on Facebook.
Yes, I work hard on pay-per-views.
Yes,
shout outs to and follow also our Facebook page on the Red Second Link as well. Stay tuned to It Gets Better I Swear podcast. And
coming up next.
Peace.
Yes. Peace out. Later.
Hi, everybody.